Join Samantha and Hans at the next Macro to Micro Options Power Hour, held each Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Registration is free. Scan this QR code or click on the link in the description.
It's pretty amazing to see. You're starting to see that realized volatility just really compressed to almost nothing, which is sometimes that gets to be a little bit of a worry for me. I used to post this chart for members. I say, listen, once you start getting that kind of short-term volatility into the S&P, into the single digits, down towards that 5 and 6 level, that is where the VIX kind of says, I'm not going down anymore. And we talked about that last week or the week before, and it starts to be a little bit too quiet. Now, having said that, I am bullish overall. So I feel like the dips, particularly in certain areas, and everybody knows the sort of AI areas that I like to focus on these days, but I think those will be by the dips. But I think when you get things this quiet, it doesn't take much to kind of break. So that sort of vol comes down, although we still have a fairly healthy VIX. Usually when markets get this quiet, you're probably into like a 12, 13 VIX kind of thing. But this is our new world now. We have, of course, these important dates coming up in August. And of course, we have big cap tech. So people are going to be looking to big cap tech because they make most of the money. So people want to know what's going on out there. And the commentary is going to be very, very important.
But this is still not, as you know, my focus of AI, which is yours. It's the concentration risk within the FAANG stocks, specifically the S&P 10, not just the MAG 7, and how it is unwieldy when it gets obviously kind of above its skis. They're pricing in so much forward growth and of course a large moat, not necessarily to be determined whether it can actually follow through, but at the expense of so many other companies. The good thing is that earnings, because the bar was lowered, they have been absolutely beating. It's flat year over year or falling. So real economy still is not there yet as it relates to the bullishness of the stock market, but then it has the Trump put constantly coming out. So one stock for me isn't going to make the difference, or a Tesla, which of course also pricing in a lot of future robo-taxi and robots and the like. So you've got, however, this sentiment, which is absolutely a driver for the narrative of higher. And I still, as I mentioned, am not seeing selling underneath the surface. So we keep coming back here every Wednesday. It's like a check-in. Okay, so now we've hit that 1550 for VIX. Doesn't mean we're going to turn around now. In fact, June 3rd, I updated that for clients to 1458. And there is even a gap down at 1477 from February 14th. But the point is, you've got a lot of expectation here that we're going to get into some chop because of tariffs. Well, Trump yesterday did a deal, he says, with Japan, lowering the expected tariff from 25% to 15%. And Japan, the Nikkei, and then related stocks like Toyota gapped higher last night. Toyota in particular benefits. Their auto financing deal on that trade side of it actually caused a 13% gap higher at the open this morning. So it was quite a positive response. It still has a lot of work to do to repair, but the point is those types of reactions on headlines are right now still coming in quite bullish. The other side, tariffs for China were pushed out. So yesterday they said instead of the tariffs coming in on the deadline, which had been extended to August 12th, they're pushing that out another week. Taco has been kind of priced into some of those stocks, and this was a recommended sector trade of the KWeb, FXI, BABA, Baidu, JD, and in the past few weeks it has been doing great. And the Shanghai Stock Exchange has also been doing really well as a laggard rotation play. Again, bottom fishing. That's actually working really well. So this has some more fuel as it relates to these oversold plays for those who might be tired of the FAANG concentration risk, or maybe tired's the wrong word, but they're looking for more juice. And I think right now this is definitely found elsewhere.
Join Samantha and Hans at the next Macro to Micro Options Power Hour, held each Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Registration is free. Scan this QR code or click on the link in the description. Watch the full Options Macro to Micro Power Hour episode by clicking on the video here, and subscribe to LaDucTrading YouTube channel for more content.